Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Gutenberg, the musical, which is playing at the James Earl Jones Theater in New York City. This is based off of an off-Broadway musical created by Scott Brown and Anthony King, but filling in those roles for this Broadway adaptation is Josh Gad and Andrew Rannells, who haven't been together on Broadway since Book of Mormon. And I'm a huge fan of both of them. I think they're both absolutely hilarious and, used in the right way, really, really good. You've obviously seen plenty of situations where they just have Josh Gad show up and squeal and stuff like that, and here you have these two friends who have impeccable chemistry, who are portraying this very meta musical about two guys trying to create a musical for Broadway and trying to convince producers to invest in it. So you have the interactions of our two main characters here, and they're absolutely fantastic together as Bud and Doug, because just the chemistry between Gad and Rannells, it's off the charts. You could see the moments where they're improvising. They'll even, Josh Gad a couple times, even improved with people coming in a bit late and engaging with them specifically and being like, you didn't miss much. And little things like that. And those are the little things that really stand out. Their physical comedy, the way they move on stage, how they dance, how they pose. Like Andrew Rannells working a wine press and the way that he's just sexually gyrating to it. And the two of them physically know how to bring the goods, but also have perfect comedic timing, and also they're playing dozens of characters each. And I love the gag of you put a hat on and it says the name of the character, whether it's the evil monk or a dead baby. There's some dark jokes in this musical, and you have the two of them. The real musical of this is the two guys trying to make a musical. But the musical they're trying to make is about Gutenberg, the man who invented the printing press. And there's not a lot of historical evidence to build out a full story, and they definitely have some fun with the loose definition of what historical fiction is. And this particular, the story of this musical is pretty bland and not a lot of character depth. You just have Gutenberg, who had a dream of trying to get everybody to be able to read, so make a printing press. You have the young woman who's in love with him. You have this evil monk who doesn't want anybody to read the Bible, so he could just tell them what it actually means to benefit him. And each of these characters, they're all supposed to be German, and almost none of them have German accents, and that's one of the funniest things, this monk's talking like this. And Josh Gad's playing that character off so well with it. There's shocking, violence. There's the conceit of, for it to be an important musical, it has to be about something. So there's a really anti-Semitic little girl who gets called out at one point in the musical, and you're just see, now it's important. And it just really has a wonderful time with what the expectations are of musicals, musical theater, and Broadway. And it's so clever, it's so funny, the songs are infectious, just the energy about them, and I think Josh Gad and Andrew Rannells bring a lot of that to the table. And then, I'm guessing this is a continual thing, especially with the actor strike going on for film. There's some surprises on, who are these producers who might want to pay for this? And, I'm not going to say who came on the stage during my show, but it was a pretty nice delight. So the idea is this show is incredibly funny. I was laughing the whole entire time. The musical numbers were a lot of fun. And just the meta nature of it and the bare bones minimalistic stage that they have just really fits this idea of these two dreamers who have nothing. And just the running gags is how they got money to even put on the show for one night. It's hilarious. So if you're going to Broadway and you want to see a really, 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 really funny show, go check this one out. But those are my thoughts on Gutenberg the musical. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some musicals, and stage performances. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.